Welcome back to the Top Podcast Christmas Edition. Christmas Edition rated 5 stars on iTunes by I don't know. I don't know says.
You don't even know?
Can you shut the fuck up and let me talk?
Where's your laptop?
Can you? We couldn't fit the laptop.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Bro,
it was either the laptop. It was either the laptop or the candles.
And this is like the most aggressive I've ever
Rated
seen.
5 stars on Tumblr.
Like this is more passive aggressive than my first opening where I just wouldn't get off my phone.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing like at work. You know what? First we should probably introduce.
Yeah, guys. I wanna let me talk. I don't know says. This isn't a podcast. It's a musical. Thoughts, guys, on this musical that we are producing?
Which musical?
This one.
So like we're making this into.
This
a musical?
This is now a musical.
Okay, so
Starting
if we were to
from
make this a musical, like the life and times of like this, like how it all started and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
So the beginning will probably be like you guys meeting like in middle school, right?
Yeah.
And like that kind of tribulation to get here.
Mm-hmm.
The climax is going to be like the biggest podcast you have.
When we get Will Ferrell on the show. When we get Will
We're gonna
Ferrell
get
on the
Will.
show.
We're gonna get Will.
We're gonna get Will Ferrell on the show.
We have connections.
We do.
And like that's your climax. Like you have this big blowout with Will Ferrell.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then you guys come back like arousing. We're still in here, and your podcast fails, and that's the end of the movie.
Oh,
That's
the end.
No,
Oh.
I mean the best musicals have like really upsetting endings, but like it's like bittersweet. Not to be fair, I haven't like seen a lot of them, but like think of like Heathers or Evan Hansen. I almost said Chris Hansen. Yeah, you know the guy from like the Chris Hansen. Take a seat. You know, like the pedophiles. What's his name? Like that show. Dateline. To Catch a Predator.
Oh.
It's not Dateline.
Okay.
To Catch a Predator.
To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, Evan Hansen, that kind of stuff. They all have kind of bittersweet endings. You know, that's the best ones. Like you guys say, like, okay, we had a good run for it. We had a lot of fun, and you guys kind of grew from it. But the podcast ends. That's why I would say the musical.
Yes. Welcome back to the Sleepy Boy Podcast.
I say we give your little brother Jacob 4 to 5 music numbers.
I would love to
be opposed.
Okay. Whoa. We need to introduce. I am your co-host, Aiden. This is
Mike Parker,
Don't-
CEO and
don't
director
fucking-
and leader, the supreme leader of the Top Podcast.
and we have our return guest, our most return guest, Kyle. Somehow he's back.
Back on AKM Night 2.
I've been watching the podcast, and I realize I try way too hard on camera, so I'm just going to try to be myself.
Which is, we're all boring and we're really not fun to talk to. So
yeah, to be completely honest, if I were to name anyone that I know would name a podcast, you were like the last on the list.
I know, dude, bro. We're killing it though. We're killing it.
Yeah, I think you guys are
Absolutely.
pretty good.
Dude,
Absolutely
like we said in, I don't remember what videos, I think it was Star Wars or something. We're killing it with 26 views average. Dude,
Yeah,
this is amazing.
That's like 20. We had like a peak 200 views, which is like 200 people. Now that's
like
a lot
in
of
a
people.
day.
We got like 1,000 bots, but they got deleted, so we can't.
Yeah.
That's illegal. We had to delete
You
them.
guys actually got 200 views?
What?
You got 200 views on the video?
Yeah.
Which one?
Our
First one.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
A lot of
Road to
the
monetization,
older
here we go.
audiences like the Grand Canyon footage, so
Yeah.
I think.
So now we gotta record Jurassic overlays and import it over every. That's why I have the campfire.
I just go fly my drone around Naperville instead of like it showing us. It's just like one point. It's just like flying right over someone and like stalking them. They're like running away from it.
My little pretty, I'm going to follow you until the end of
I
time.
love that drone.
I'm
It has a follow person mode.
What?
Yeah, like I could like scan someone and it'll just follow them like without me touching the controller.
Drones these days are like a horror movie, like what you saw in 1984. It's crazy. Like a few days ago, I saw one flying around, and I genuinely got like scared. So I closed like all my blinds because you don't know what they're looking at. You know what they can see.
That's
I
true.
mean,
Don't know if you're
is
gonna
it a big
blow
deal?
up your
Like
house.
what they see?
Yes, my privacy, please. I know I already let the government see
Well,
enough.
no,
I don't
no,
want
no,
some
no,
random
sorry.
drone
Okay,
enthusiast
yeah,
to
obviously
listen.
you don't want them to like stalk you while you're taking a shower. I'm saying like
You keep the window open. And
Shower's the least.
I'm just saying like
you keep the
I
current
don't-
open during the shower. How the fuck would they see that?
just for the
No.
entire city road to see.
No, I'm just saying like I don't really care if they see me like doing some work on my desk. But
well, no, okay.
At the same time, I don't want them invading my privacy.
I don't just really want them to see me doing stuff. Period. You ever like been walking somewhere and your eyes on you? You kind of feel like you're walking weird, or
every day in middle school.
Or someone points out you're breathing right now. You start like noticing your breathing, so you start like changing a tiny bit, stuff like that. You know, it's kind of like that. If I found out someone was watching me, I would be scared to do anything.
I'd be totally fucked for sure.
Yeah, dude. Like if someone was watching me do this podcast right now, I don't know what I would do. Holy shit.
It would.
Oh,
200 people. 200
hey guys,
people.
Welcome to the top.
Welcome to the top podcast. Fuck. We literally recorded like the last one like the other day. Right?
It's Christmas, dude.
It's Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh, you're right.
See, we have a fire crackling.
Alright, so
we got our candles, our gifts under
2 hosts.
Well, you're wearing the
a new
Christmas
podcast.
tree.
New One Stop Central. Now this podcast is pretty epic. I hate it, but some other people might like it. So what's the deal? Where'd you guys get the idea? What?
One Stop Central was kind of well, Mike, of course, was a big thing in it. I wouldn't have the setup. I wouldn't have a lot of the ideas. Hell, half the name is his.
One.
Yeah, you know, it's like Breaking Bad, gray matter, you know, the name thing. So when you start making meth, you're out. I made the whole thing. Yeah, this podcast is not real. Basically, so I joined Central Times, right? And I was thinking about stories to write.
Mm-hmm.
They so happened to have a new thing for podcasts. I know he enjoys doing this. I know Mike's a hard worker, so I reached out to him first to see if he was interested in doing one. So we reached out. He was very interested, and from here, it's just kind of been growing.
Yeah.
We did our first episode, which was on the election, which did not turn out too well.
Yeah, that one was. We kind of just trashed it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same, and we actually did the first episode 2 to 3 times until we found the right format. We came to realize that. I think the thing we came to realize that for a news thing, no one really is going to come to us for our opinions. We don't come up with facts. We just come in with opinions and bits of facts that we know, kind of like a normal conversation, you know.
We still have sources.
Well, sources, yes, but we kind of realized in the end that who wants to hear our thoughts? No one comes out. It's like, what is Kyle thinking today? No one cares. We're not some big YouTubers, so we thought.
We have no audience.
So we took inspiration from 2 things. One, we saw Joe Rogan and how he interviews people, and people watch these certain episodes because they're interested in who these people are.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed in a bit with the Hawk TV, which at our school is kind of like a news show, and they did a little funny thing called Cole in the Cafe, where
it's really boring.
Cole, where a guy named
Podcast isn't boring though.
Cole Jable, who is a great guy.
He's a good guy.
He would go around in the cafeteria and ask people certain questions. We kind of realized that people enjoyed that one because they can be a part of it and they see their friends a part of it, so that's pretty funny. So while ours isn't, you aren't forced to watch it like Hawk TV, you just kind of realized that that's one of the big draw points to bring them in. So that's kind of how we've been doing it. And we have a few guests lined up soon, so we hope.
Think of it, it's like a longer version of Cold in the Cafe, but not really.
So how
it's
long
more
is
in
it?
depth. It's probably about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the person.
It's shorter than that.
I'm pretty sure
I would
the first
say
one was
So
like
30
10
minutes to an hour. No. The first one was just him and me talking. We didn't have any guests.
Yeah.
But with guests, depending on how much they have to say, 30 minutes.
So people got a lot of shit to say.
We had a guy on, Julian Hahn. He's a good friend, so he was a good first guest. Not only that, too, he's actually from another country. He immigrated last year, so a lot to talk about. And we did, and we got up to 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure we could have gone to the hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Oh,
Dude,
certainly.
He wasn't
2
even
hours.
done talking. We just like.
We
cut it.
We went quite a bit over, to the point that you cut out a few things and still get to the 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
It's,
That's great, then.
Yeah, it was a lot of interesting stuff. Very emotional. I expected some of the stuff he talked about, some of the stuff I didn't know or expect, some of the stuff he couldn't bring up on the podcast. So
going into that podcast, I was like, this is gonna be so boring. I'm not really interested.
You didn't really know Han either, did you?
Yeah, I don't know him too well, but that was very interesting.
Yeah, he's cool.
Like his whole country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he has a lot of interesting thoughts. He's a pretty funny guy, and he takes it in stride. So he made some jokes at some points at his expense, and he was perfectly fine with that. In fact, he thrives on that.
Thrives on his own
Yeah. Being made fun of because, and he talks about in the podcast how he's always kind of been in his brother's shadow.
Mm.
So he's well aware of his. He has to, because of that, be well aware of his shortcomings and know to take a joke.
Yeah.
Which I think is something a lot of people can do with these days. You know, learn to take a joke, make fun of themselves a bit. That's why I think it's like not a problem to make gay jokes. You know, like even by yourself. You
Really,
know?
jokes.
If you
People are
can't-
sensitive these days, man. They're just too sensitive.
I think there's definitely things you probably like. You need to know your audience, right?
Yeah, you have to know your audience, but I think if with self-deprecation humor like that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
if you're gonna make fun of someone else, you can take it yourself too. You know, if I am so insecure in my sexuality or race or whatever that I can't dish it out to someone else and I can't take it back when they do it to me, then maybe I am just as bad, and maybe I shouldn't be making those jokes because I'm not emotionally prepared to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. I agree with that. Yeah, it's just such a sensitive group these days, man. You just love the hat, don't you?
What?
You look like Link right now, Aiden.
Just keep talking. What?
You look like Link.
Link?
Yeah, I just realized.
Yeah, dude.
You look like
Christmas Link.
well, not even just that. No,
I haven't gotten. I didn't
More of
see
like
much
a-
Hyrule Warriors, dude.
more of like a AIDS-ridden Link, like
What the fuck, Kyle? What the fuck? I am perfectly safe.
to replicate the.
You look like a meth head. Like
I
You look like
don't
Skinny
like
Pete.
meth. I don't like meth. I like other things. I like other favorites.
Since my last recording, I think I brought it up that I got a job.
Yeah.
Right.
oh
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. But
Welcome back
quite a
to
few
the
things have
job
happened on
podcast.
there. So, yeah, just some interesting, fun stuff have happened. I've had a few people come in and yell at me. Some passive-aggressive stuff, some really crazy people.
Yeah. Well, you get all types of people at work, right?
Yeah, no.
Because
I
me
got
and
all
Michael are
sorts of people.
homeless. So you're stepping it up by,
Yeah,
pulling up the wick, the grind. I don't live here. I don't fucking live here. I live on the streets. I live on the fucking
You
streets.
belong to the streets.
I belong to the streets.
I love how you look at the like.
I'm so
you just
fucking.
look. You're like.
Yeah.
I belong to the streets.
To the streets.
Looks into the fire and sees his own soul within.
His own
His
inevitable
own,
demise.
his own destruction within, and he loves it. He just can't wait.
Gonna go on my way to me fucking exploding in a trampoline act? You know, like the people that, like, I feel dumb. I feel
In your
dumb.
language, whenever you use fucking like that, I always think it's gonna go in a wholly different direction. Like you're just there, you're like I'm just like fucking. You give a big pause. I'm like, oh, okay, he's having sex. He's having coitus.
What the fuck's coitus?
It's another term to refer to sex or
What the
sexual act.
fuck? What
Coitus? What language is that in?
English. It's
I've
English.
never heard that word. That does.
It's a technical term.
There's
for
words.
sex.
Oh my god. What language is that? What
I
is
thought
that?
the technical term was intercourse.
It's
No.
coitus.
It's
coitus.
coitus. What the fuck? That's not
I
right.
could totally imagine a policeman like ask me, "Did you have coitus or not?" He goes,
Define coitus.
Coitus is a formal term. It means
Sexual
intercourse.
What? Bruh.
"Wow,
Bruh.
it's
G-
not."
Guys, this is
it's a
this
technical
is a new high
term.
for us.
It's
this
a formal
is a new
term.
reach. We have learned. So do you go up to like some girl and say, "Do you wanna coitus with me?" Is that like?
That's not how you use it.
How do you use it?
It's interchangeable with sex.
Oh, I like coitus a lot, like a lot.
Yeah, that's why whenever I hear you say fucking, because you kind of put that into you kind of spread that around your language.
Yeah.
I always think you're gonna be talking about that. I had sex once, or oh yeah, that one. Like you'll start a conversation like, yes, so there's like a fucking homeless guy. I'm like, okay, so you're fucking homeless guy. Where's this
I
going
gotta
next?
say,
Where's
though,
the coitus in
That
this
is
situation?
probably my favorite word.
Coitus?
Fuck. No, just
Oh.
the word because you could use it in so
It's-
many
it's
different
very-
ways. Like you could just say, dude, it's literally a better way of saying like, you know what I mean?
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Coitus.
Yeah, you just kind of use it
Maybe-
how you want, and
maybe we
people
should-
understand every time.
Maybe
how
we
you
should
use it.
change it to just instead of using fuck within my speech all the time, I should use coitus. Less people will understand, therefore it will be more fun
Yeah,
to people who
yeah,
do.
like,
Man, you guys are getting quite a goofs and laughs out of that word, aren't you?
Coitus?
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good word. It's
It is a
tasteful.
good word.
It's tasteful.
You know what it reminds me of? I don't know why, but I played this game called Grounded with you. It reminds me of one of the mobs in that game or something.
What?
Like, I don't
What
know.
are you
Like
talking-
the
Dude,
koi
you
fish or
fight
something.
bugs. You fight literal bugs in that game.
I don't know. It
How
just,
does coitus?
Why are you talking about like little kids fighting off ants in the same terms you would having sex with a woman or man?
that's
or
a good
both?
point.
It's all right. It's all right, Michael. I understand.
It's all right. It's quite all right.
We're here for you.
I'm not.
My doors are open anytime.
I'm not here for you. I want to make that.
I don't
known.
think I can get through this, guys.
I want to make that known. I'm not. I don't like you.
Hey, if you want
Anything you're doing. Your side chick is Kyle, and now you
Okay.
first you start a podcast with him, which fine, fucking I get it. But then you know you bring him on to our show. Our show.
your show,
My show.
Michael. When are you gonna tell him that he's off? He's done.
What?
You're
Excuse
done.
me? I'm cut. I'm cut.
Troy will tell you the
Troy-
news after the podcast.
Troy's telling me, fucking hobgoblin.
Oh yeah, he's my second in command.
Coit-
So.
Troy's your second in command. Coitus.
No, but
Coitus.
here, ah shoot. I
You're
was
so
gonna-
interesting to talk to, Michael.
Yeah.
I really like that.
This hat, man. I wanted to wear it to be funny, but my God, my
It's
head's
melting
like
your brain.
melting.
Yeah.
Just take it off.
I can't.
Just take it off.
It's for the podcast.
No, it's not. It's just for.
Fuck, dude. Just hear mine. Here.
Yeah.
No, I don't want your. Dude, your head's sweating too.
No, it's not. It's just weird hair.
I just sweat my hair regularly. You don't.
Yeah, no, yeah. Before I got here, I was in the showers to make sure my hair looked good for on camera,
Ooh.
and wearing the. Yeah, you gotta look good, you know.
Use shampoo,
Yeah, of course it.
conditioner.
I'll get back to you.
Oh,
There you
dude.
go.
Oh, Kyle. So we have to cut this out of our Central Times podcast.
What?
Oh,
Would you
about-
like to tell the story of
Oh.
how you went on a rant about that?
What the
in our,
fuck? What are you talking
So,
about?
you know, it's jokingly, but my hatred of goats.
Yeah. They ate your shit and no?
It's the same thing. Everyone takes my stories and just goes wild with them.
Okay, tell the story.
Okay, so in High Adventure.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are in Boy Scouts, High Adventure is kind of a thing where a bunch of guys kind of go out in the woods and we stay out there for a few weeks. You know, just don't come back to civilization. We just kind of move along a trail and sit down. It's a 7-day thing.
Yeah.
So at one point we got pretty high up. We were near a place, funny enough, called Mount Columbine, near Lake Columbine. I do not know what's with Colorado and naming things Columbine.
That's the first time I've heard this.
Mount Columbine, Lake Columbine,
That's two
Columbine School.
That's 3 things.
Columbine School shooting.
Okay, 4? 4 too many. 4's too many, bro.
Anyways,
Fuck.
basically, so we're walking through a little pass, right? Something about me is that I have a very vivid or very active imagination. I'm in my own little world a lot of times.
Yeah.
That can be a good or a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, it also problem is like what I'm thinking about, like what I'm thinking about the time. It can also affect my mood. So if I'm ready to like talk to someone else, if I'm thinking about something kind of depressing, I'm just like, oh yeah, what do you need? And I just won't talk to them.
No, I get that.
But along the trail like that, you can't really talk too much. So I'm always in my own little world.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like
Yeah.
making up stories in my head, that kind of stuff.
That's
you know?
cool.
So as I'm walking along, I look to a nearby ridge that we just kind of crossed, and we are like going along big trees here and there, and like we're actually along rivers like higher up in the mountain. It's really cool. See across there, and I see like what seems to be someone staring at me, someone looking at me. So now, the rules of horror movie says that guy's gonna kill me tonight. So
Yeah.
as we keep moving
okay.
along these trails and we get to a higher ridge, as we're getting higher and higher as the power goes, I see this person, whoever it is, closer and closer as we keep going.
Oh,
Until we get to a little
fuck.
plateau on this little plateau ridge, and we climb up a little tiny mountain, and I don't know what it is. I'm a little scared. By this time, it's kind of hailing and raining, kind of badly. So
Yeah.
we're kind of setting up really fast, and we put our packs in this little thing, and we make up a little gazebo, and we kind of wait under there until it passes. After the rain and it's kind of getting darker, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I walk to a nearby rock and I start doing my business, you know.
So did you make any deals? You said you were doing business. No,
so I'm walking out there.
Really
Like anyone, I at this point I want to be cool, so I'm looking up. You know, I'm not looking at my pee.
Yeah.
And then I normally hear like the shh, like hitting the rock, right? Then I hear.
What the fuck?
And
like,
that started feeling real good.
Yeah.
Look.
And I'm like, there's a stream nearby. Could it be the gurgling stream? And by this time, we'd seen ghosts before. We'd seen them over there, and we had fun scaring them off of it. But like, I didn't have a hatred by them. I was just like, oh, funny ghosts. They're cute.
I
look down, and I see a goat there. I'm peeing in his fucking face.
No!
So you might be thinking, why on earth would a goat be doing that? Goats have something called a salt lick. I do not know why. Don't ask me why. They really like salt. So if you pee on a rock, they'll start licking the rock. If they have any urine or anything, they'll start eating the urine.
Oh, that's fucking mang.
So I found like these goats surrounding me, licking up this urine.
Yeah.
And drinking this. I was in my own little world, but I was taking that.
Everywhere.
So I just didn't notice a bunch of these goats kind of surrounding me. Yeah. So I just see this goat, and he's just licking up, and you know I'm kind of surprised. So I go for a few more seconds.
Okay.
As I'm giving this goat a little golden shower.
It's been 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then,
a golden shower into this goat's little mouth.
Yeah.
And
just like the royal.
No, I
family.
realized too. It was like a baby goat too.
Yeah. Just like the royal family.
And
yeah.
Are you implying that the queen gets golden showers from teenage Americans?
What else would they do in their free time?
That is a fair point, Kyle.
What else would they do? Nothing. They're the fucking royal family.
Run the country, solve several different problems.
I don't know. I think people are pissing each other in the palace, man.
Be a figurehead for the American.
I don't know, man. I think they got so much spare time, like some weird shit. And Queen, you know, she's getting a bit older.
Yeah, funny.
Getting a bit older. I mean, yeah.
Comment down below if you would like a golden shower.
I don't know.
Maybe someone could provide it for you. Who knows? Might even be me.
Might
be Aiden. Could be Kyle.
Kyle and his goats.
Anyways, so I yell and the goats run off, right? Except for like two that keep licking the fucking rock. So at this point, I pull up my pants and I run back, and I just see these goats like surrounding our camp. Just like all over the place. Like they're not like a big like organized army, you know.
Yeah, they're not fucking a troop.
Yeah, you don't see them with like spears and like them getting the battling ram. It's just like they're just kind of scattered around looking at me. And I realize, oh no, this is their world. And now that we're out there, we don't have any like connection to the outside world. So for all I know now, the goats have taken over. We're done. Humans are just gone. We're the last survivors.
Yeah.
So we see all these goats kind of surrounding me. And so, you know, it's just weird goats, and they fucking just licked up my pee, and if I had gone a bit longer, I swear to God, I would have gotten my first blowy from a goat.
From a goat?
Yeah. I wonder what that's... No, never mind. I'm joking.
You could have lost your dick that
I'm
way.
joking. Yeah, exactly. They munch anything, so they probably would have just... like they eat grass.
I felt that.
Yeah.
Owie.
Picture a little, like, pluck you hear when you pick up, like, you pick up grass. Kind of like that. Anyways, I would have gone circumcised for a second time. Anyways.
How does it fucking work?
Anyways, so I leave. So something about.
Can you demonstrate for us? We're curious here at the Town Podcast.
Camping outside like that, you kind of put your bags underneath because you can't really keep them in a tent, especially when they're kind of smaller. You have to carry them on your back. You also have to carry your shit-stained toilet paper on you, but that's here nor there. So we put them under there. And while I was putting them out there, I also realized I left my trekking poles nearby. I didn't put it under there during the night. And our leader with us told us about the time that a goat ate the traveling thing.
No!
So throughout the entire night, I was scared. Because they walked into the camp, we heard them all over the place. And I was like, oh my God, don't eat my trekking poles. Do not eat my trekking poles.
So wait, this is like a metal pole. And just taking a bite, like munching on it?
Yeah,
Fucking
well, I mean,
what?
they use goat in some parts of the world. They actually just have goat trains going near through parts of town and eating the trash.
Yeah,
they do that. They'll eat anything.
Crazy.
So, just crossing my fingers. You know, I wake up in the morning. One trekking pole was there. The other one could not find it.
Fuck.
I start searching around, and thank God, I found out that during the night. Remember how I said it rained and stuff? Apparently, what happened was that something must have rolled off, or maybe a goat walked near it, and it just kind of rolled away.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily, they didn't get anything. Yeah.
So how big are these guys? Like, how big are we talking?
So we're talking here.
Like, I've messed around with goats before.
We're talking probably about
like yay high.
Yeah, like the bigger ones. They're pretty big.
They're
They're wild goats.
Yeah.
So they'll grow pretty big.
Fucking.
And they're very territorial, so you don't really want to mess with.
You want to fuck with them, yeah.
But they've seen enough. This is national park.
Mm-hmm.
They're okay with people, so they're not going to attack you right now. They're kind of still afraid of people. But you don't want to fuck with their kids.
Yeah.
These like bears, they will fuck you up.
And like people.
Geese too.
If you fuck their kids, they'll.
Well,
Well, really.
Dude, geese are freaking. Have you seen those things?
Do we want to talk about how you said you were gonna fuck 80%?
Yeah, no,
of the population?
I've had a geese like fight kittens before. I've seen that.
What?
At the time, I was in France. And
What the fuck, Kyle? Where do you not go? What the fuck? You went to France? I don't even. I've.
It was actually during the bombings, like the terrorist attacks that happened there.
Oh shit.
My family was like, like the nightclub shootings, you know? Everyone was canceling their things.
Wait, how
Oh god,
old
terrorist
were you?
attack. How old was I?
Yeah.
I was probably like 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, I was like, Mom, Dad, there's a big terrorist attack there. Are we going to cancel maybe? Perhaps say our lives are more important than seeing the Louvre and maybe the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
No. I was wrong. My dad's like, Kyle, we're going to Paris and Normandy. They attacked there once. They won't do it again. Yeah, so we didn't cancel, and we had the whole place to ourselves. It was wild. I remember at that time there was like police dogs. They were searching everything.
Yeah.
It took me a lot to not go good dog.
Yeah, you're a dog person, so.
Oh yeah, I foster.
Oh,
totally. For those of you that don't know, I foster a lot of dogs. Anywhere from 9 puppies to weird Chinese mix, like Chinese dogs, like ones that are.
Have you seen those like huge balls? Like they're like the most expensive dogs in the world. I think they're like the really really fluffy dogs. I think they're in Japan or China. I don't know.
Like a Pomeranian?
No. They're like big dogs, but they have like their fur is so poopy. It's like an afro. Not like a poodle, but it's like straight.
Yeah. That's weird.
You guys don't know what I'm talking about?
No. There's like a lot of dog types.
Shiba Inu?
I don't know what it's called, but it's like very. There's a picture right there.
Yeah, guys.
There's a picture right there.
You bitch. Last time I asked for that on the podcast, you didn't fucking put it up. I watched it the other day.
Oh yeah. By the way, like I said, I've been watching. I've been
I'll
watching.
probably forget to do it then.
I've been watching to the podcast at work, you know, or like listening to them, you know.
Yeah.
You can really hear those keys.
Yeah.
Was that just me?
Wait,
or
no, keys?
No, whatever that was in your pocket.
I was just maneuvering my balls. Sorry about that.
Oh.
Wait, what's that? Do you need some help?
A little bit of fun. Anyways, yeah, you do that a lot. Like I was watching the one where I was on with Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about cutting and like cutting this out. You didn't cut it out.
No, I didn't cut it.
Yeah, you didn't cut any of it.
I think I've seen most of them. I haven't seen all of them.
There's some things I just don't cut
out. Literally, we were saying in the fucking episode, I think it was like Flea Loves Me, or one of those.
Yeah, that one I did not edit at all.
Literally, we were like, alright, Michael, and we did the claps, and we did the claps.
Yeah, we did everything.
And we fucking didn't cut out.
Yeah, you didn't cut out even
Michael,
like we put our hands in the middle.
I'm bad at this shit, right? But at least I do my job of talking in the podcast. This fucking bitch over here does jack shit, okay?
Yeah, that
jack
one I was like...
Shit.
I don't know what I was doing, dude. I was like half awake, like editing them. Oh my god.
Damn it, dude. Fuck.
You need to take a break.
I actually think I think I'm getting a dog.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What breed?
I think it's either gonna be a lab again, which I had one previously, or a fucking golden retriever.
Like a chocolate lab or?
Oh, we're thinking like yellow lab. I think maybe. I don't know.
You going?
It's not really my dog.
You gonna try You're gonna go through a shelter? Or
I don't. My dad's been talking to some breeders, so I don't know if I don't know. Probably he'd probably want to get it through a breeder, which is
my whole thing.
I don't know a lot about dogs.
My whole thing has always been there's so many dogs already out there and they don't have homes or anything. It's better to get through a shelter because they're already out there. Why put another dog out there? You know. You'll find whatever you want as a dog. It might be a bit older, might be a bit younger than you want, but you'll find one.
Character.
Yeah, exactly.
Certainly.
It's that's my thought, but I'm not against breeders.
Yeah. But yeah, I think but my dad literally told me today that it's like not my dog. It's oh my god. He was like, she's naming it Dixie because she really wants and I was like, what the fuck, like.
Dixie?
Yeah, because she's super into TikTok, so I think it's based off Charlie's sister, which I think is kind of.
I was talking about the book Because of Winn-Dixie.
I've read it.
That's annoying.
I think I read it in like first.
That's my thought. I don't know. I want to ask her, but he said that Cosmo was my dog, so she gets one. So I was like, okay, whatever, fucking whatever.
Oh, is that your sister's dog?
What?
Or is it who?
It's
who
our.
I'm saying
okay.
Who?
Hey, Dad. Hey.
Who's he referring to? Is it like his girlfriend or is it?
So Annie. Annie's name. Yeah.
Do you, can I mention? Did your dad watch the podcast?
What?
Did your dad watch the podcast?
Dude, I have a story about this.
Can I
Oh,
just answer the
jeez.
question?
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
Answer the question.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So no. Here's what happened. So first episode, not even a couple episodes in. First episode, his fucking business partner sends him the first episode of the podcast to him, right? And he's like, "What are you doing an episodic series now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm doing a podcast." So now what he does is, I don't know if he's for real on this, but if he is, hey Anthony, how you doing? But yeah, his partner Anthony or whatever, who's kind of a gamer, kind of an epic guy, kind of an epic gamer, apparently watches them and reports back to my dad like some fucked up spy network.
Shout out to Anthony.
Shout out to fucking Anthony if you're watching this shit. Yeah, brother. But yeah, like I think that's hilarious that he's having like a spy intelligence organization on me. But yeah, if we want to talk about stuff like that, we can just cut it out. That's fine. Or we just talk about it later.
That's kind of funny.
It's fun. Like he watches it and he's like, "Hey, I always
yeah,
knew."
no. I was gonna talk about funny stories with your dad, but
let's talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Let's talk off camera because we don't want to.
We don't want to give Anthony too much.
Yeah, we don't want Anthony to have much power over my dad. Fuck. Yeah, dude. Honestly,
that's like the most unexpected.
I was so like I was so unexpected because they work at like computer sales and stuff. So he was like on Instagram. He found our Instagram.
How do you even find?
I don't know.
Oh, does he follow you on Instagram?
I don't think so.
I'm assuming that your dad follows you on Instagram.
He doesn't have Instagram. It's so weird. It's like a
perhaps
chain of
keeping
tabs. Maybe he was putting in for him and he found out about like it being in there, the recommended.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that could be it.
Our numbers are up, Michael. Our recommended's up. My fucking
that must have been
dad's business partner.
Well, it was the first one, right?
What? Yeah, it was the first one.
Yeah, so it must have had like a big spike or something.
Well, yeah, it had like, I don't know, 200 views. Guys, we're gonna get monetized and we're gonna make bank off this podcast. Fucking bank.
Yeah. Wait until
Dude,
Will
our
Ferrell
statistics
comes
are
on.
fucking garbage.
I'm predicting season 4 or 5, maybe.
Season 4 or 5. When we have Will Ferrell on, we'll get 1,000 subs in a day.
Well, it depends. I think we're gonna extend season 3, like the amount.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Season 2? Did you say season 2 is almost done?
Well, it depends on like our recording schedule. Cause like if we record them in, because we're gonna do a bit of a backlog for some holiday stuff.
Yeah, I've got us covered.
Yeah. Michael, besides when
Christmas...
he's not editing the fucking podcast, whatever.
Okay, that was one podcast.
That was like, dude, it's not just that one. It's like
Which
3
ones?
months. I watched like 3 fucking podcasts, and out of the 3, 2 of them were fucking.
Okay, wait. Are these all season 1?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Dude, the Star Wars one was good. That one.
Yeah, I actually like that one.
That was probably my favorite one.
I actually like that
Oh,
one.
by the way,
Sorry,
about that one Flea Loves Me, you forgot to also edit out the parts
Yeah,
where
I
you said,
know.
"Oh, what's with the weird audio sound, like the weird like."
Oh my god, you forgot to edit out the fucking like gurgling.
Nothing
for, like,
funny.
5 fucking minutes.
Nothing funny happened. You just told everyone to be fucking quiet for like a few minutes as you check things out.
You didn't.
Yeah. No.
What the fuck?
The funniest thing is, I watched that podcast actually. I'm like, oh, I hope no one actually watched this one because I watched it and I was just seeing like, oh my god, I didn't cut this out. What the
Michael,
what
that
the
had
hell
like
am I doing?
50 fucking
Dude,
views.
I think at work actually, I was
people
I
just
was
like, what the fuck?
I was
I was, like,
listening
walking around the
to it at work, and I think I literally said out loud, "Is he special? Because why did you leave that in?"
It's so shit. We need a new edit. We need an actual editor.
Oh,
Fuck this Michael guy. I'm fucking done.
That was so funny though.
What the fuck?
Oh my,
No, it's not.
Hey guys,
funny.
Flea Loves Me. I'm gonna change the title to Top Podcast Behind the Scenes. Is that you crunching the bottle, or is that?
That's what you fucking
Okay,
get.
that's my
That's what
balls
you
going
get.
around. Sorry about that.
No, dude, I literally thought that was the fire, like just going.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, fire fucking popped. Do you know how many people like messaged me fucking after? I posted. Yeah, I posted a bit of
Oh, dude, the funniest
it's
thing about
so
Flea Loves
getting
Me,
on the mic.
that was the
It's
most.
so getting on the
That
fucking
was the
mic.
highest advertised, besides the first one. That was the highest advertised podcast we had.
And you did it totally on.
Oh
Which
my
one?
God.
Which one?
Flea Loves
The
Me.
unedited one.
We had so many like I made a trailer to that one.
Yeah.
I made a literal
Fuck!
trailer, but we went
Instead
to
of
the
maybe
city.
doing a fucking extra, you could have edited the fucking podcast.
How many-
like you're supposed
How
to.
many people like respond to you when you post that on social media?
Well, I live under a rock, so no, I've only had very, very few people.
I get a good bit. Like I posted like I think like a clip, just not a clip or like a post about like our playlist on YouTube. I got like 5 or 6, and then
We get a good
when
amount
I
of comments.
when
on
I
video.
and then when I first did my first,
Oh, dude, Matas.
when
is
everyone
fucking
first learned
hilarious.
about the podcast from my snap, I got like 15, 20. A lot of people.
Yeah.
But like I have a lot of people added, so just a bunch of random people were like, "What the fuck is this guy? I have a fucking podcast." But yeah,
Podcast.
it's a good time.
Podcast.
It's a podcast.
It's a perfect idea. I'm gonna call my friend
Yeah.
Michael. Let's start a new podcast.
What do you guys get for Christmas, dude? Like, do you-
Sex and drugs and rock and roll, man.
Oh no.
I think I'm flying out to Washington.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
Well,
just realized
I-
my Christmas schedule is annoying. Shit.
Annoying.
So my mom and
Yeah.
my dad have to switch the dates around because of COVID, and my
Yeah.
family's freaking out
Yeah.
about it. So my mom's side, at least. So I fly out to Ohio, have
Yeah.
Christmas there. Then I fly all the way out to Las Vegas, have Christmas with my dad. Then I fly back to Ohio to have a second Christmas for some stupid reason. Then I fly out to
Do you get more
either
presents?
Colorado or somewhere.
Yeah, probably. I would assume.
Somewhere in the West Coast. I
Do you-
fly back out there
you
to
get
go
more
on a
shit though,
skiing
right?
trip.
You get more shit though,
presents.
right?
He gets more presents.
I think of it more like this. It's like, think of it as you have one huge Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Chop it up.
Oh, just divided.
Divide
kinda-
it. Maybe a little more.
That's kinda
Maybe
shit,
put a
though.
little. Maybe throw a pinch of salt in there.
I don't know. That actually doesn't sound
Is it worth? The
Doesn't
flying,
sound that
though?
bad because thinking about it right now, for Christmas for me, like it's the one day you get to play with that stuff and or get to do stuff with your presents and no one bothers you with it.
Oh, yeah, and you
It's
get
the one day that no one's like take out the fucking trash pile or get your ass in gear, stuff like that. For you, like you're getting like one Christmas. Oh, you're getting like a new phone.
Yeah, you
You
can
can now
really
use
savor
that.
all the gifts.
Now you get to go fly over to Las Vegas and during that flight, phone time.
Yeah, Michael, while he's fucking
That's a good
getting
point.
all the
I
next
didn't think
gens.
about it like that.
Yeah, you get
I
as
must
much
just
time
be
as you
some
want.
spoiled rich kid, I
God
guess.
damn it, Michael. Fucking.
Is this?
Michael,
Are
are
you
you at least
starting
gonna
this
give
now?
me the PS5? At least.
Okay, so yeah, those things PS5s are sold out, dude. And I think I'm on the Xbox side, man.
Fuck.
It seems like someone didn't watch our first
Michael,
episode
you're rich.
of the One Stop Central.
Give me
Yeah,
PS5s.
you didn't. Why didn't you watch the One Stop Central?
I did,
first
and
ep-
I got
Yeah,
bored.
Yeah. You really don't like that podcast.
I thought it just wasn't for me,
Yeah.
and I think that's fine. I don't think
That's
everyone can
fair.
love your stuff. I just personally like.
If we weren't on camera, I would call you a slur.
Don't say that.
Not the bad
Not
one.
to the-
Not the bad one.
What's the bad one, Kyle? You want to say?
I'm
Well,
talking about the one thing that I people say, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to say it.
Oh, that word.
That word.
Yeah.
No!
Fuck!
oh, I thought you
Alright,
were.
you better.
I thought you were referring to my. Just have beat clapping for like 3 minutes.
Yeah. You edited Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you edited Star Wars. You just didn't
Well,
edit the
it's
fucking.
because I know like for example, AKM Nights usually take the longest to do because those type.
Our
of
longest episode, I think, is Star Wars.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, it was like an hour and a half.
30. Yeah.
Dude, fucking,
It's a good episode though. Like
we talked about Star Wars for like 45 minutes.
I don't know. I'm really into the episode. Like I got hooked on it. Some of the new, like season 2's been kicking off real well. Like so far.
It's a good time.
Like the ones I've edited.
It's a good time.
So.
Well, fuck.
It's kind of like the learning experience, you know. Everyone does it, you know. You had the material, you had the technical know-how. You just didn't have like the actual like on-screen presence or how to have those kind of conversations.
I think we're way. I think
season 1's definitely just a demo.
I think at least at like keeping a conversation going, like we're way better. Like me and you, like I think struggled first episode.
Oh, dude,
and that was like really the third.
Dude, we had
but
to do that episode
we
3 times.
did the first episode of season 2, and we just first recording was great.
Well, I think it's because you guys kind of found a topic that you guys found interesting, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Is that out yet? Is that episode out yet?
Tomorrow.
Actually,
No, Friday.
Yeah, it's out. It's
Oh
out.
my God,
As of this
Michael.
episode, it's not.
Yeah, it's out right now.
As of this
Watch
episode, it's not
Here,
out.
there's a
and I
little.
can't
I
watch
don't
it.
know where it's at. It might be over my head. But
Yeah.
there's a little button you can click to go watch that.
As of right now,
We're
I've
gonna
only
edit that
heard
in,
hearsay
Michael?
about the episodes.
I'll think about editing
You'll
it.
think about editing the episode.
If I can find this moment, it'll be in the
This
podcast.
micro moment.
Yes.
Yeah, there's been a few, like, also, another thing about Flea Loves Me, and about the horrible editing on that.
Oh Jesus, we're going back to this.
Yeah, how
Can we
shit of
just
a
skip
job
over
you
this?
did. Yeah, no.
I'm gonna cut this part. out.
There's one part,
I'm gonna remember to cut this.
there's
You're
one time that I
fucking
say,
this up.
put it up here, as I'm explaining to him. Put this picture up.
Don't please.
Yeah. And you didn't put it
Dude,
up.
this asshole does the same thing to me. Like
Like
what
I
the
tell him,
fuck?
oh, here's the video. We're talking about the Schwarzenegger thing. I was talking about that. I'm like, okay, put the video up.
You didn't send it to me.
You found it online. You had it on your phone. You had the link and everything.
Oh shit.
Fucking asshole.
You said you didn't need it.
Oh, okay, fine.
Are you at least gonna, before you upload Star Wars, you're gonna add in Dr. Mike?
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Just one picture.
It's already uploaded.
Up.
Okay. I'll put a picture of him in the description.
Dr. Mike.
That's fucking not even images. That's like writing.
Who is Dr. Mike?
Oh, don't even get us started.
Oh, Jesus, Dr. Mike.
bro.
Here,
Zero
okay,
for
actually,
you.
okay. I'm sorry about the Star Wars one. It's uploaded.
Yeah.
There's a picture right there.
Is it really though?
There's
Is
a
there-
picture
is-
right there.
It
Is
should look like
there's
the
a
Millennium
picture right
Falcon
there.
right now.
Is it
Millennium
Probably not.
Falcon and an X-Wing
Fuck
flying
you.
across, like 2 to 3 TIE fighters going at it. It's a pretty cool battle.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, I'm
Agreed.
saying the link's gonna show up, but you're gonna animate like a little battle between TIE fighters, Millennium Falcon, like X-Wings against
Yeah.
each other. Then the link's gonna show up in like a big explosion as they blow up the Death Star. We're holding you to that.
Oh.
You better. You got 2 weeks. 2 fucking
Oh
weeks.
shit, this is it.
I'm going in.
Here goes nothing. Now log on to the strongest power source. It should be the power generator.
Former, stay alert. We could run out of space real fast.
Split up and head back to the surface. And see if you can get a few of those TIE fighters to follow you.
Copy, goal leader.
That was too close.
We've got to give those fighters more time. Concentrate all fire on that superstar destroyer.
Sir, we've lost our bridge deflector shields. Intensify the forward batteries. I don't want anything to get through. Intensify forward firepower!
Too late!
power regulator on the North Tower.
Copy, Gold Leader. I'm already on my way out.
Move the fleet away from the Death Star.
Just because this hat's so hot. Holy crap.
Yeah. That's really good.
Dude, it's like supposed to be
Yeah.
a hockey helmet or something.
Well, it does say
Hockey.
hot.
And it also has like
hockey.
it has like a duck bill. Oh.
It's
You
fucking
could just-
weird.
Like that.
You
but
can't
like-
even see.
Yeah.
Can't even fucking see.
Yeah.
I want us to go on a boys trip.
Yeah, but
I wish dude.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, okay. So, is it just you two then? Because I don't know any. Like, most of the guys I know are men.
oh damn. son.
I gotcha.
Fuck.
I could have also gone the pedophile route.
I'll
so
let
you
you
guys
know-
are bringing like 3 to 4 little boys.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
there
I'll
we
have
go.
you know, I'm the corn dog champion.
That
Okay.
is
How
the
does it
gayest thing I've ever
fucking-
heard in my life.
That-
I have heard a man state to me, like an actual gay person, state that he's had sex with men, and even that is not gayer than that. Please describe this corn dog.
Yeah, wait, what?
No, in the first episode of the Top Podcast, you see me roll down, like, we race it. So you jump in the water,
Oh, I remember this.
and then you run up the hill, and then you roll down the hill into the water.
as fast as you can.
It's called the corn dog.
Yeah.
It's called a corn dog race, yes.
I feel like it's not.
Because
I feel like you're
imagine
wrong.
yourself as the hot dog, you jump in the water, that's like the glaze, and then
The-
you run up
oil
the hill,
and shit.
and then when you
The
roll
deep
down
fry.
it, you're getting like the, what's it called, the breading put on you.
Corn dog is a sexual innuendo. So, just saying.
I'm not meaning it to be sexual though. It's the way I'm using it. It's like
Unfortunately,
I'm taking
Yeah, I
it as a
guess.
sexual thing.
oh, I'm
'Cause
gonna
I really
corn
like
you.
me and all my
dogs.
I'm gonna
friends,
corn your dog
me and all
up.
my friends, yeah, we did that a bunch. God, I miss them. Frank, Jason, I missed that kindergarten class. Last year it was so hard to get in that class.
Yeah.
I don't know. I miss all of them. I stopped talking to them.
Franklin.
Yeah, they moved on to first grade last year.
Do you remember that show? Franklin?
Isn't that like the
Franklin.
turtle?
Yes.
Jeez, dude, some of those shows made me want to die. They
Yeah.
were
What show?
so boring.
What show?
I couldn't even
Franklin.
watch them as a kid. They were so boring. Like
Is that kind of like Arthur or Doug?
yeah,
yeah.
it's like Arthur.
It's like Arthur.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen it. I've never watched it though.
I like
Franklin.
But I think Clone Wars was like one of the only kid shows I didn't get bored of.
I think I didn't get bored of Adventure Time or like regular show.
Oh, Adventure Adventure Time. And
Gumball
regular
was
show
my
were
shit.
good too.
Gumball was my
That was like the first time that I've ever.
Gumball was good too.
I kind of Gumball too. Yeah, like those were like the kind of exposure to more like well thought out shows and stuff like that.
I think
I'll say this.
probably besides.
But before that, I would just watch whatever was on TV, you know.
Yeah.
But like when those kind of came out, I started realizing that they can be good.
shows can be enjoyable at the deeper level.
Something I liked it first, and then I was just like, oh, kill me. This show, Teen Titans Go.
Teen
when I was
Titans Go.
little. I liked it at first, and then there was this one episode called like Meatball Party. They
Oh
played
my
it like
God.
30 days
Oh
in
my
a row.
God. I
It
know.
made me so
Yeah.
mad. And I was like, every time I would hear it, I would like want to shut off the TV.
I've like only watched clips of the original, but I've heard it's pretty good.
I've watched the original. I was around for the original. It was really good. I tried 1 or 2 episodes of Teen Titans Go. Even then, like at the time that I would just watch anything, I just could not take it.
Yeah, I mean, I was little at the time, so I mean, it was like, you know, candy to your eyes, right?
Yeah, Michael, when he was 16,
Yeah, when
just
I
watching every day.
I just
sitting
remember
down,
watching them every day, like starting last year. Like,
still fucking does.
dude, they didn't have enough lore in
No.
Teen Titans Go. Like,
Yeah,
what the
yes.
heck?
Need more lore. Need more Game of Thrones lore. Remember when we went to Wisconsin?
Oh yeah, that was pretty
This was
fun.
a
But
fun
there's not much like really to talk about that. We just kind of went up there.
It's just a boys trip.
Oh wait. There was a missing person. There was my burned feet. There was.
Dude, you actually almost fucking died. With your feet.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You're in so much pain.
Okay, explaining.
So much visible pain.
So what we were doing, we saw a shaved ice truck had rolled up on the beach, right? So we're like, fuck, we're gonna go over there. And the thing is that I was just in the water. They weren't. It's like, okay, put on their socks and their shoes, and I was like, I don't need that. And I brought my towel to like make sure I can dry myself off, you know.
Yeah.
Thank God I did. Because that day on the beach was so hot. As I ran, my feet started turning red. I had to throw down my towel and I jumped on it. So what I did for the first like going there, I would run and throw my towel down, cool off, and just rinse and repeat till I got to the burning asphalt.
Yeah, this is an understatement, by the way. Like, it was it was like
Where at the time
I
I got to a point that like on the asphalt I would have to like clump it up like on the sand. I could pretty much just fold it and I really wouldn't feel the heat. On the asphalt I had to clump it up so much that it would be like just a little like a big tower.
Fucking snowshoes.
Yeah, and to a point that like when I had to go up there I couldn't throw down the thing again. It was just all over it. It was on the hot asphalt, so it was
and there's
hot.
people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, people were pointing and laughing as I was doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, oh yeah. I saw there was
so
some umbrellas.
people,
Like, what the fuck?
people were staring at me because what I did is I asked Kevin if I could stand on his shoes. So I was standing on his feet, like my ass to his front.
Yeah.
And I was like,
just like a tree.
Yes, one blueberry, one blue raspberry, shaved ice, please. All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Kevin, turn around. And so I had him like I was moving around on his. It was horrible.
That way.
Baby,
Go that way.
Baby,
Yeah.
baby,
So on the way there, on the way back after I had my shaved ice. So the thing is, I
That's a
couldn't
good
run
shot.
with my shaved ice. So I took the wrong way. I put down that towel, and I just. in the sand.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like just shifted like that, and they walked by me, and it took me 10 minutes to get back.
It literally
on
took
like a
them
2-minute walk
So
there.
it was me. So me and Henry were there, and
Kevin.
we walked, and then Kevin and Lucas, we came back to them, and then
No, Kevin was there too because I was on his feet.
I don't remember that.
Kevin was there.
Okay, well, we came back.
Anyways, while we were over there, the missing person thing was that someone came around and handed us like a thing that said, missing person. They were found on this beach and they're moving up the coast.
Mm-hmm.
So, after thinking about looking into it a bit, this man was literally walking across like the coastline.
Oh,
They had seen him, so he's not like missing. And it's not like assumed like he's dead on the book. I mean, he's just walking along each beach. He had like a mental breakdown or something. He's just walking, just wouldn't stop.
Dude, that's some Into the Wild shit.
What?
Into the Wild.
What's that?
It's a book.
Oh jeez.
Oh, was that the one with Harrison Ford and the CGI dog?
No.
No,
it's this guy who like
CGI.
gets.
I saw that movie on the airplane.
I haven't seen it.
It's not yet.
It's about this guy who like
It's
realizes that like monetary value in like means nothing
That's so many.
or whatever, and then he like goes into the Alaskan wilderness by himself.
Did he just figure that out? That money doesn't have intrinsic value?
And he was like, yeah, I'm done. He's like, I'm done with money. I'm done with government. And then he literally hitchhiked and walked to Alaska from like South Carolina, and then he lived in Alaska for 4 months and fucking died. And then they wrote a book about it. And I want, and we're reading the book in school.
Oh yeah,
Education.
we're reading one on the Parkland shooting, and like the growth of much of our lives. We're reading.
So what are you reading, Michael? What
Into the
literature?
Well, like for school?
Yeah.
Or do you mean like what I'm reading like right now?
I meant school, but
Yeah.
I mean, I
Did
guess.
you guys have
if
to
you-
read The Road last year?
Yeah.
Did you read The Road?
The what?
The Road.
I watched the movie.
Okay.
I guess. That's
Well,
fine.
what'd you guys think?
I don't know. I didn't like reading it in class because I never did.
Well, I mean, yeah, that kind of brought it down. But
I think,
I think that was like one of the few books I was like, I really enjoyed.
I think I would have
Imagine
liked it
talking
a lot.
about the road on Christmas.
No, it's actually weird. It's about family.
Well, it's like
And
about a man.
Right, it's
And
only
about a
those-
man. No, actually, a lot of people. Whenever I bring up like I really like The Road, people look at me weird, and people like say, "Oh, the candle scene was so creepy." You know what? I think it's creepier than that. The fact that the man was carrying around a pistol with 2 bullets. Just
Oh, dude, that was fucked.
yeah,
That was
because
so fucked.
in case they got into like such a bad situation, him and his son would kill himself.
Yeah.
That's more fucked to me than anything else.
That was fucked.
Yeah, that
That's
was.
I'm kind of desensitized to the cannibalism thing, but the idea, just like how they just kind of glossed over the fact they had those 2 bullets and that's all.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Finer details. Yeah, I thought it was probably the best book I've read in school.
It kind of reminded me of I Have No Mouth and I Cannot Scream. Yeah. You ever read that?
That's a cool
or
short
play
story.
the game?
I read a bit, but I wanna read the whole thing. You can finish it in like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But really cool
the
concept.
game is also pretty easy too, but it's pretty interesting. Very good dialogue.
Pretty cool game. And it's. Do you want to explain it because you read it?
No spoilers, but it's about a being called Am. At first, he's called the Allied Master Computer. After like a bunch of time of war, people realize they can no longer understand the mind games. So China, Russia, and America build different supercomputers to kind of keep track of it, and have this gigantic circuitry be under the Rocky Mountains, in America at least. So Allied Mass Computer gains sentience and envelops the Chinese and Russian master computers. So Am becomes something from Latin called Concerto Ergo Sum, which means I think therefore I am, meaning that he is alive.
Mm-hmm.
He hates humanity, so he kills them all, keeping alive 5 survivors. Let me see if I can name them all. Gorster, Nimdok, I know Gorster, Nimdok, these are kind of interesting names.
Mm-hmm.
There is the
Steve.
One woman. No.
John.
There's the one woman. There's one that was sexually assaulted, unfortunately.
That's fucked.
Yeah, no, she, point is, at that point, the Am meaning, they changed it to, something, a manipulator. I can't remember that. Anyways, so what he does is that for all, he keeps these people alive and gives them immortality, so he can torture them. And they realize that Am, this isn't like a big thing, but he's built for war, so he can't create. He's a god, but he needs these people because all he was made to do was hurt humans.
Mm-hmm.
So the point of the book, and the game too, is to, he promised them to travel across the wasteland so they can finally get food because he doesn't feed them. And when they get, can I say a spoiler, I guess?
No.
Okay.
I want to read it.
But the thing is that I will say that the title, I Have No Mouth and I Cannot Scream, that's a reference to the last line of the book.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna just assume there was no food there.
There was food.
Oh.
Mm.
Am is smart enough, he would not lie.
Yeah. So is he like? Does each supercomputer like play a role?
Or
is it just
in the
Am
game? In the game, what you do is in the end, he gives everyone a game for them. He creates his own little games, I guess, mind games. It's a simulation to get everyone to act in certain ways to prove how bad they are.
Mm-hmm.
If you play the game right, they all prove him wrong, right? And at the end, everyone kind of goes into Am. And what they have to do is something about Freudian psychology, is the ego, the superego, and the id. They have to kind of get those so they can take care of them. And they find out that the people that were messing with Am's games to make it so that they win and they get the desired effect was those 2 other computers. If you get playing a certain thing, those 2 computers will kill you and then take over Am. Mm-hmm. Now they rule the world.
Yeah.
Or
no change.
Mm-hmm. Or you can kill yourselves and escape Am forever.
Yeah.
But the one survivor person becomes a blob that cannot harm itself and cannot move.
Bruh.
So then it has no mouth and it cannot scream.
That's fucked. And this is in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Is it different than the book?
Yes, because they
I was gonna say,
in the book something else
spoil the whole thing.
Anyways, in the they find out because the book and the game are kind of separate.
Yeah.
They find out within the circuitry of Am, because there was only 5 humans and like they live forever. They find out that there's actually humans on I think the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that humanity still has a chance. So if they defeat Am, it could bring back humanity.
I think I don't know. I think the concept's pretty cool.
It is.
I
It's
think
crazy.
pretty cool.
Can I just tell you the ending? It's crazy.
You said
Bro,
it was a
I want to read it.
Yeah, but sometimes
you,
they know
you said it's a game.
it's
but
also a game.
it's like
it's
a
a
board
book,
game
it's a
or
point and click.
Book and they turn
what?
it.
It's a point and click.
It's a
game.
PC game.
PC game.
Yeah. So I've heard before that knowing the ending actually is better. It actually makes it more satisfying.
Damn it! Last time this happened.
This happened with me with Game of Thrones because I know like the big spot points, and I find that I have more enjoyable. But if you don't like it, if you don't want to,
I'm very tempted because I kind of want to just fuck. It's a podcast. Fucking just
Okay.
send it.
They find they have these cans of food.
Yeah.
They are not given a can opener. They cannot open the food. So
Oh my god.
yeah, the narrator Gorrister.
That's awesome.
It was Gorrister. Oh, I remember one of their names. Another one's named Ted. Gorris.
Fucking
No,
Ted,
it was
man.
Ted. It was Ted that does it. It's been
So,
a while. I gotta
It's
look.
been a minute. It's
Uh,
been a minute. While he's looking up something about this fantastic short story by some person who made it. I don't know.
House and Edison.
Michael, what do you want to talk about? Michael, this is my podcast, obviously. It's a fact. But what else? What's on your mind?
It,
Alright, so what do you have,
Yeah.
Kyle?
okay. All right.
So I'm just kind of listening to what he's saying.
Oh, okay. So they Allied Master Computer, then Adaptive Manipulator, and much later is Aggressive Menace.
Yeah.
That's what AM can mean.
Aggressive menace.
So Ted realizes their only true escape from Am is death.
Yeah.
He takes a gun he has and kills everyone else
Except him.
because he doesn't have enough time.
Fuck.
Or bullets. I think it's bullets. It's bullets, yeah. Again, I read it a while ago. Yeah, Ted runs out of time before he's able to kill himself.
Sure, he goes for the double kill.
And then Am, making sure he's the last human alive, turns him into a blob with no mouth, only writhing tentacles, eyes to look, cannot kill himself, cannot do anything. And so that his pain, while it may last a second, feels like years, millennia. And the last words of the book is, I have no mouth, but I must scream.
So he's like a blob, or
He's a little blob on the ground that now Am can torture forever. So the characters' names are Benny, Nimdok, Ted, so Ted, Nimdok.
I see
Benny,
why you want to know
Benny.
the ending though to the book.
It's
'Cause
fucked.
it gives you a lot more character development on why the hell he would do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And Ellen.
Ellen, bro, degenerate. got on
so
the
these are the last
fucking
people
book.
on Earth, right?
Last 5 humans, they live forever. So Nimdok is a Nazi scientist
Mhm.
who worked alongside Joseph Mengele.
Mhm.
Ellen is a woman that was raped, but Am manipulated her mind so that she's desperate for sexual intercourse, making her an nymphomaniac.
That's fucked.
Ted is
That's
kind of
so fucked.
Ted is kind of delusional and has kind of paranoid schizophrenia.
Mhm.
And he was a con artist in his other life. Benny is a soldier who now has who's like a handsome soldier who was just really cruel, so he was turned to like an ape-like form
Mhm.
with the same intelligence. And Gorrister is a pacifist and idealist, and he was a trucker whose wife died.
Which one was the one that turned in or like
Monkey?
killed everyone?
Oh, Ted.
Oh, Ted.
The one who was a con artist.
Con artist, yeah.
Okay. Did you guys hear about there was an experiment? I don't know if it was done recently, but I heard.
He was
about
also
this experiment.
Benny was also gay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just had to add that on the end, Kyle.
Oh, I forgot about that.
No,
That
you're good.
wasn't like
You're good. You're good. So they did an experiment where they put increased brain matter in a chimp, like an ape fetus, right? And they the brain matter while it was developing grew 200%, and it was gonna live, but they aborted it like last minute because they didn't. Dude, Planet
gonna
of the
happen?
Apes, gonna be a thing for sure.
Sorry, would you say that?
So basically, they increased the brain power or something, or they added more brain matter to a chimp, and its overall brain power increased 200%. And but they aborted it before it could get born because they were scared that it was going to be They said it was because they were playing God or whatever the fuck, but it was immoral. But dude, that's like actual like.
I don't know if it's playing God.
Dude, that's like actual like Planet of the Apes shit.
Yeah, that's kind of.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I would be fucking.
I mean,
scared
here's the
as
thing
shit.
though, like, would that actually happen? I mean, they'd probably like lock it up in a box.
No,
forever,
no,
right?
I don't think it'd probably
Like,
happen. I think it'd
just
be
saying,
fucking like
just
crazy to have a being that could be smarter, if not like as smart, if not smarter than us. Man. That could communicate.
Thinking about
It's
it,
not that hard.
thinking about it, I don't think
Whatever, Kyle. I don't need
the ape would survive.
What?
I don't think it'd be able to survive.
You don't think so?
Like, I think they put it down because when it was gonna be born, it would have had like a very. It wouldn't be like
disease.
It wouldn't be like amazing. It's like, for example, having an extra chromosome, right?
Chromosome. Are you?
That's
Are
not
you
the same
comparing?
I don't know. It
I don't
just
think
seems.
that's
It
the
just
same.
seems like.
I would
it
say
seems like they would be.
No.
defective
If it's
from it.
I wouldn't say it like that.
I don't know.
But
You wanna say that
I
again?
think.
Wait, can we get a clip? Can we clip that? Wait, can we?
No. So, I agree with you. I think they put it down due to some sort of genetic abnormality due to the experimentation.
Yeah.
But I would say that perhaps I don't think they would have done it just because how we kind of test animals, we don't particularly care if they live or die.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see that as the only reason.
It's not. It's a.
But
fact.
I would think a part of it also came in that they shouldn't play God.
Maybe. I mean.
I
Because,
don't
I mean,
think it's
all,
only.
I mean that's all science fiction is. Just don't play God. We're not gods.
Yeah.
All the way from Victor Frankenstein to the fucking Fly.
I don't know. I think it just
I'm a big dork. If you don't tell.
It ended bad, dude. It ended bad. It caused a bunch of controversy and stuff like that.
What's your favorite science fiction story? You don't have to read it. It could just be through cultural osmosis.
Dune sounds really cool.
I actually got the book. I'm reading it right now.
How is it?
You guys are aware that it's not only one book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a whole series.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, like it's really good. It's not like Game of Thrones, but it kind of deals a lot of interesting.
What do you mean it's not like Game of Thrones? Like what do you mean? Like the writing
Like
style?
the house
No. It's not like a big. What's going to happen next?
Like kind of obvious.
The main character has like.
Paul's like fucking insane.
He's Jesus.
Yeah.
He causes a jihad.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I looked in some
Yeah.
lore.
He has omnipresence,
Mm-hmm.
and he can also see the future and the past.
And he's like the best fighter in the galaxy.
No, just the guy.
The world.
Yeah, it's the space. I also thought it was interesting with the space guild. What's going on with them? Why that one guy looks like that from the board?
Oh
game.
yeah, they make navigators.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to
It's like a rank.
No, not. It's more or less a species too. They have to use the spice melange.
Yeah, to live.
Yeah, something that's funny I always love is that in the original movie of it, they kind of do a thing where they kind of bring out the spice. They have a weird habit of people whispering to themselves like, "The spice, they know about the spice. They know about the spice. I'm gonna go buy the spice melange." Yeah, like okay, yeah. Just,
so
why
good.
are you whispering?
So good.
I think this movie
Can
looks
we
good. I think
turn up the mic a little bit? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think at least for me, I haven't read a lot of sci-fi, but it doesn't. And I even read. I just don't feel like there's a lot of. For me personally, I've experienced a lot of cultural sci-fi besides Star Wars, Star Trek, and maybe Dune. Like besides that, for me,
The Fly for me maybe.
The Fly. I don't even know what that is.
It's a man that does a teleporting experiment, and a fly gets him, so he starts turning into a fly,
That's cool.
like a fly monster.
Fly man. Superman's bad kind of.
Yeah,
What about you?
I kind of find it interesting.
What?
The Dune series.
Dune? Yeah.
I
I want to read the books.
Pretty cool.
It's on my
Yeah.
list. I don't know. Like I think there's some other ones that are cool. Like Numenera seems cool, but that's like a game, so I don't know if that's.
What to
It is,
say?
yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's a role playing game.
We
No,
also,
but that doesn't count.
about the navigators.
Let's not go super into lore, I guess.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I just want to describe it. I think that.
Like
I think
Jabba the
I think
Hutt,
the
like,
idea it's
yeah.
just hilarious to me. So
Yeah.
these people, that it's like Space and Guild's literally a cult, and in a way,
Unlike the Benny Ezerick,
Well, no,
who
I'm
is
just
a
saying-
wish cult.
I'm just saying, like, pretty much what
Benny
they
Gesserit,
do is over time, the spice will increase your lifetime.
Yeah.
So
Lifespan.
these people, like, they think the highest rank is a navigator to the Spacing Guild.
Yeah.
And all they do for living is just swim around in the spice. But they get deformed, and now, like, they look like these huge, like...
Jabba the Hutt shit.
Yeah, like these huge worms. I could just imagine some, like, trucker walking in, and he's like, "Hey, I'm here to apply for the Navigator job. I heard it's amazing, and you get all these, like, amazing accommodations and all this stuff. Like, oh yeah, just hop in that tank right over there, and you can get started."
Yeah.
He jumps in, he's like, whoa. He gets high from the spice. And he's like, "Hey, I don't know if I like this." They shut the tank. Well, that's your life. What?
Bring me back.
Lives up to
Bring me
like
back.
1,000 years. Like
Old man slug.
Yeah. I just find that so funny.
I don't know. I think
Sorry, there's no going back from that.
would superheroes, if it was like if they had advanced technology, technically be sci-fi?
Well, yeah.
I suppose.
It.
I.
Pretty much superheroes.
That's not what we're talking about.
And we're back.
All right, and to answer that question, I guess I would, but I would say it's not high sci-fi.
Yeah.
You know, like anything gigantic.
Yeah.
Still find that crazy that a lot of directors, they kind of, I can't remember his name right now, how he sees it as like Avengers and like all the superheroes, you know, as like just a roller coaster. Like it's not like it's cinema, which is crazy to me. It's like it's cinema. It's like popular and it kind of is like a roller coaster, but it doesn't make it any like worth. It doesn't make it worthless. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have value.
No, I think it has enjoyable qualities. Just I think most popular things, even though we can criticize them, right? They have
the most
some enjoyable
criticized,
qualities. That's why I think I enjoyed Stranger Things, but I
only
think probably should have been
only season 1 or like afterwards too.
I think there were good qualities in most of the seasons. I didn't like season 2.
Because I feel like
season
2 and
2
3.
sucked.
I feel like 2 and 3 have been basically the exact same thing as season 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish it was anthology series.
I kind of wish so too, because the entire thing of it would work so much better. I think that was the problem with it being so well.
Because it got iconic, right? And they couldn't throw away the characters, the millions of dollars they're getting. So
Exactly.
I feel like if
I
they made
think
it a
because
season,
you know what
cast
Stranger
came
Things
in?
was, it's like a shortened term. You know what it means?
No.
It's for Stranger Things Have Happened. So the idea of it is that just weird things happening.
Yeah.
Perhaps even dealing with other dimensions, but
You know what they could have made it like?
What?
they kind of used it up
An
though.
interesting thing they could have done is made it like Black Mirror in a way.
That's what he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's what anthology is.
Well, anthology is either like Clone Wars is technically an anthology where it's not in chronological order and there's like arcs and stuff. So my thought process
I've just never heard that term
Yeah,
before.
you're
I
good.
guess.
My thought process was in a season is a cast, and then every new season is a new.
It's kind of or like a new
story.
story. It's kind of like American Horror Story. If you've ever seen that, it's an anthology
Yeah,
series.
I don't really like that TV show, but I know exactly. Yeah, I've seen. I know it now.
I like some of the seasons. Some of the seasons.
I thought the first season was really.
Of American Horror Story.
No, of Stranger Things was really good, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I didn't like season 2, and then I thought season 3 was really weird, because like a lot of the cast did nothing, and then they were splitting it. Whatever. We could talk a whole hour about Stranger
I
Things.
wish a lot of shows were just one damn season.
Yeah, I kind of wish they just like Stranger Things. Like they finish off really well.
Mhm.
It could have just been
So
one season
well.
and done.
Honestly, dude, I feel like in a lot of ways, less is more, dude. Less is more.
I think that people have to know when to stop because there's more of a chance of gaining more money, I suppose, but it could hurt it and they could lose more money in the long run. They're iconic now. You can make a lot of money from just like toy sales. Just give it up, just stop.
Sucks.
Know when to quit.
Or come back later, like years later with a new anthology.
Because I feel like people going to Stranger Things, they had like an idea, you know?
Yeah.
An idea in their head of a story they wanted to tell.
Yeah.
And then season 2, it kind of felt like they just didn't know what they were doing. They kind of went there without a creative vision.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of felt like a board.
Just felt like another season, man.
A board talking.
Demi-dogs? Are you kidding me?
Dude, the whole thing that made season 1 awesome, well, a lot part of it was the Demogorgon, right? Because, like, I think
you didn't
the
know
whole
what it
part
looked
of it,
like.
the whole part of, like...
It was
that,
a mystery.
Yeah, the mystery made the show, and then the mystery's
mystery of
gone.
the other world.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. Shit, bro. Should we wrap this bitch up?
I feel it.
Yeah.
We wrap this bitch
Hey,
up.
everyone. Thank you for watching. As always, welcome to the top, and have a Merry Christmas.
Fuck Stranger Things.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Fuck Christmas.
Fuck a lot of shows,
fuck,
man.
Fuck everything.
Just fuck it up.
Fuck Star Wars. We're gonna make a list.
You guys get it.
Fucking everything.
Go. All the links to our stuff's down below. You want to be a guest?
Hey,
a future guest?
Hey, Michael, I
fill
have
out
one
the
last
survey.
thing.
Yeah.
Go dislike One Stop Central. Like a lot. Like everyone dislike it.
Please have sex with me.
Me too.
Your girlfriend.
Not preferably not
right.
me. I'm not really into
Michael's
that
a
stuff.
sinner. He wouldn't.
Any girl out there.
Okay, Kyle.
Please.
Okay, we're cutting it
Yeah,
now. That's it.